skeptical of crypto at one point. He was still skeptical.
I've gotten away with no damage so far. Crypto is real. If you mean blockchain, stable coins, you have a JP Morgan deposit coin, you can move stuff, smart contracts are real, all that stuff is real. It will be used by all of us to facilitate, better transactions and customer service.
If anybody...
And it's very cool.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that great? Just went up yesterday.
Wow.
Think Joe Biden would do this? I don't think so. Do you think he'd think of it? Do you think he knows what it is?
Wow.
No, but look at it. So
we're a tweet away from Bitcoin and alts dumping 10-15% or more. I think traders in crypto have realized that the market structure is not as strong as perhaps you would have thought. And you saw that definitely a couple of Fridays ago. And from that standpoint, I think the market was too confident there.
Should the human race survive?
Yes.
Okay.
But I also would I also would like us to radically solve these problems.
Right.
And so it's always transhumanism is this. The ideal was this radical transformation where your human natural body gets transformed into an immortal body.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten. And more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto flat. Guys, we know we're the only game in town on the weekend. And we had yesterday, October 31st, Halloween. And that's when Satoshi Nakamoto, which we know as the Alphabet Boys, published a Bitcoin white paper. And we know on Friday we always have drama. It's always a movie. And news came out that they stopped a potential terrorist attack on Halloween. And over these next 6 months, we're going to have a whole lot more events. Remember 2026, it is time to build. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates yesterday, overall flat. And don't forget, guys, the Fed cut, but yield rates, the long end went up. And that lets you know we in trouble. And we have the dollar down yesterday. We have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, we have the Fed. Repo at 51 billion yesterday. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. And we see that repo moving right on back up because, again, that lets you know we are definitely in trouble. And we know the Treasury is working in the background to try to control that long end. And then also we know that's what they're using the repo for also. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. The Fed raised rates. But then, of course, like I stated, yield rates are moving up. That's the reason why the stock market is not popping. And we know when it comes to earnings, they're not hitting earnings. They've all lowered their forecasts. And the Magnificent Seven has made a great run. But we know all runs have to come to an end. And just like I stated, it is definitely time to build. And also, we still have the government shutdown, and we see all the jobs it has affected. And we know people work paycheck to paycheck. It's holiday time, and they're sitting there working for free for right now. Of course, they get back pay, but right now they're not getting a check. And that means they're not spending in their local businesses. And remember what keeps America running. Small and medium-sized businesses, not these corporations. We see these corporations laying off left and right. It's the mom and pops that keep this country going. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because we can clearly see these big corporations and big banks are turning to AI, blockchain, and these machines. Now, we have appeals court upholds ruling that Custodia is not entitled to a Fed master account. And we know the Fed is not going to let you in. Also, we have U.S. bank reserves fall to its lowest level since 2020. And we know that's why the Fed is making moves. Liquidity, again, is starting to shrink. And we also know these BRICS nations are going to be moving away from the dollar. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs up at close yesterday. And we had the spot Bitcoin ETFs had outflows. Ethereum spot ETFs had small inflows. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have the bank man says FTX was solvent, blames bankruptcy team for the fall of the firm. And we saw crypto prices shoot right up. So we know the bank man is telling the truth, but we also know that was part of the bigger plan. If you take a step back, we clearly see it. It was definitely a planned domino effect. We had Luna, Celsius, then the bank man and CZ. We had Peter Thiel run a bank run on SVB. And what did that do? Allow the big banks and big tech to take over crypto. And we know the big banks and big corporations were funding crypto from the beginning. And of course, if you're working, taking care of your kids, you're not even going to pay attention to all the elaborate moves that are made to move your life to a certain direction. You have people working on a daily basis, controlling your surroundings. So if I control your surroundings, that allows me to plant seeds, and those seeds will allow me to control your mind. And we saw that with television. Then we moved to social media, and now we're moving to AI. And if AI is recording your whole day, your whole week, your whole month, your whole life, a lot of people, the sheep, of course, are going to make it their companion. And that means AI will be able to make decisions for the sheep. And that's the ultimate goal for the NWO. where people think that this AI, these robots, algorithms, and drones are smarter than them, so they rely on them to make decisions. And we know at the end of the day, these machines are not going to always make the right decisions for humanity because they're not programmed that way. And that's the reason why it's so important for you to understand this technology. So therefore, you don't fall for the devil's tricks. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.